Hi, my name is Neil Hogan from Propaganda Media. In this video we will look at the back-end features of your website. We will discuss what the features do, we will discuss the order of making new content, and then we'll actually make a test page and put it on our blog section. So let's begin. The first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to log in to the back-end of our website. If you don't know how to do this already, please see the link now. I'm going to assume that you do know how to do this, and once you've logged in, you're going to see a page that looks very similar to this. This is the back end of your website. I'm going to give a brief overview of the category manager, the article manager, the menu manager, and the module manager. It may not be apparent straight away what all these things do, but hopefully after watching me make a test page, it'll become a bit more apparent. So let's start. The category manager. Categories are like folders on your computer. They are places where you store your content. For example, this month's newsletter, it would be stored in the categories called newsletters. The article manager. Articles are web pages. All articles must be stored in a category. For example, the About Us article or the About Us web page, that would be stored in a category called About. The menu manager. Articles or content must be linked to a menu. A menu is made up of a main menu and then parent items. And then the module manager. A module is a small program, a piece of software, or an add-on. You can load the module on all pages, one page, or selected pages. You have to pick a position of where to put a module on a page. An example of a module may be a Twitter feed, a weather feed, or just maybe a simple clock, whatever. So let's head over now and let's make a sample page for our website. The first thing we need to do is we need to log into the back end of our site. And there we go. Here's our back end. Let's head over to the category manager just to look where we're going to store our article. And here is the category trip blog. So this is where we want to create a new article and we want to store it in the category of trip blog. So let's go back to the main screen and go to Article Manager. Let's head over and click the new icon. And let's give it a title. We're going to call it Winter Break. Very important, we must click trip blog, and for now let's just give it some filler text and click save. Now once we've clicked save, we've successfully made a new article and we've saved it in the category of trip blog. But what you will notice is the status is now unpublished. Very important that we must click published. If we don't click published, the page won't display. So once we've clicked publish, we can click save and close. And let's just head down and there we go, Winter Break. And we can see that's been published because it's green. If it hadn't been published, this would be red and it would be a case of clicking on it so it went green. Right, let's head back over to the main page. Let's go to the menu manager. Let's go to the main menu. And let's go over here and click new. Right, let's start with the menu item type. We click select. And then we're going to click single article. Right, over here we're actually going to select the article we made before. We could go all the way down, but just makes things easier if we click here and click trip blog. And there we go, Winter Break. Now let's give it a menu title. This is what it will display on the menu. Leave the next box blank. make sure the status is published. And then obviously the menu location will be the main menu. Now this is very important. The parent item must be trip blogs. That's so it will display under trip blogs. And now if we go to save and close, we now should have successfully created an article, saved it in a category, and linked it to a menu. Let's see how it looks. Summer trip. Sometimes it doesn't come on straight away, but if we just give it 2 seconds. Another refresh. There we go. Winter break. Sometimes it can take a while to update. And there we go. We've successfully made an article here. My name is Neil Hogan, and thanks for watching.